Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's up, cousins? What's going on? What is going on? Hold on, let me get my other cousins in the chat. Ah, 1 second. I promise it'll be worth the listen, okay? Just give me 1 second. This was already set up and somehow it reset. So let me go ahead and get our other cousins on the call. This is an urgent alert, okay? We've been set the hell up. We've been set up. But we don't panic. We push forward and we prepare, okay? We don't panic. We push forward and we prepare. These people dwell and thrive off of fear mongering. But I definitely got to show y'all this, okay? I definitely got to show y'all this, and I ain't going to be here long at all. What's going on, Instagram, family, YouTube, and Facebook? It is your girl, Dr. Worlds. I'm coming by here real short, sweet, straight to the beat to disrupt, okay? I got some urgent alerts for you all, okay? This has really gotten out of hand, and we are not dumb. And we cannot sit around like we're dumb. We cannot play like we're dumb and we don't see what in the world is happening and what is happening at an accelerated rate. It's not just happening, it's happening so fast. So with that being said, welcome to everybody who is here for the very first time. And welcome back to those that always come and hang in the chat with your girl, Dr. Worlds. If you don't mind sharing this, getting this message out, helping me beat the algorithm and reaching the people that I am sent to reach. That may be you, that may be somebody you know. It also may be both. So please kindly, I don't ask for Zales and Cash Apps. I don't ask for that. I ask for a simple share. I ask for a simple tag, a simple invite, a copying of the link, dropping in the DM, sharing to the story. I ask for you to help me push this out because I tell the truth and I tell the truth about them. They don't like me and I don't like them either. But I'm on a mission and my mission cannot be stopped to educate and impact and empower as many people as I absolutely can to wake us up and make sure you stay awakened, not woke because you can go back to sleep. But when you awakened, you up, you alert, you vigilant, okay, you sober, you know what's up. So with that being said, I'm just going to get straight into this. I'm just going to get straight into this. Let me see where in the world I'm finna start from first because I got a couple things to cover. We'll start here first. We'll start right here first. Because I hate to say I told y'all so, but I did. I absolutely did. I told you so. So let me go ahead and share this real quick. Told y'all gas was going to be going up to $10 per gallon. Told y'all. If we are having an issue with $5, $4, okay, $3 in some states, because I know back in Texas, it's like, it was at $3, okay? But now you talking about $10 per gallon. That's a gallon of gas. And the gas is running out faster than it ever has before because what you really buying is water. and water evaporates really, really fast. It's petrol mixed with water. That's the whole definition of inflation. You buying something of either lower quality or the same quantity, same quality, same branding for a higher price in which you paid in past time. That is inflation. What was 50 cents is now $1.50. That ought to let you know how bad the dollar is doing. That it actually takes $3 to actually equal $1. Takes $5 to actually equal $2. That ought to tell us. But I told everybody, this is the reason why you need some extra income. Period, point blank. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. You need some extra income. Why? Because you ain't going to make it. If gas is just at $10 almost, and we don't know how long this war is supposed to last, we don't know how long this Strait of Hormuz, where the oil passed by in the ships, there is 3,200 ships. 3,200 ships, and I'm going to show you, stuck. It says with our military, with our Navy, it will take 18 months. 18 months to get those ships unstuck. And why is this a big deal? I'm about to show you. Let's go on to the next one. $8.31. Okay. This is the news people reporting this. Who 11. LA gas hit $8.31 a gallon amid Middle East tension. Okay, we got another one. $8.71. Chevron, $8.71 for regular, $8.75 for plus, and $8.79 for Supreme. Don't think this is going down anytime soon. That's why you need to be doing something to make your money multiply. If not, you're going down. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Let's keep going. I just wanted to start there first. Okay? We're going to lead with this. More lockdowns are coming. The 3-letter agency just rolled this out. And this person message to us is, of course, to oppose it. These oil lockdowns, all of this with this war, with the oil, all of this, it's an agenda. And if we thought that in 2020 what happened then, okay, Divock 19, you go ahead and turn that around and you got the spelling of what I'm trying to say. How it was 6 weeks to curve the spread, and that went on for months. 3 years later, people still getting it long term. So now they want us to believe this is temporary. When there is 3,200 and counting ships stuck out there, can't get no oil, can't send no produce. Just stay tuned, okay? I'm going to let them tell you. I'm going to do a little commentation, but I'm going to let them tell you, okay? These are the 10 steps to help save oil. The recommended actions are work from home, where possible, to save petrol. Reduce highway speed limits by at least 10 miles per hour to reduce fuel usage. Encourage you ride in public transportation to reduce oil demand. Limit car access to roads in large cities through a number plate rotation scheme. All these license plate numbers will drive on Monday. All these license plate numbers will drive on Tuesday. All these license plate numbers will only drive on Wednesday. They want you to have a drive-free Sunday. Increase car sharing. Pile up. Share your vehicle with others. Encourage efficient driving for commercial vehicles through load optimization and vehicle maintenance. They want hybrid vehicles for commercial drivers. This will help save petrol because these are electric vehicles. Okay, so we're just going to start there. Then I'm going to keep on going to the next. And I'm going to show you receipts. Not just what they say, but receipts. I bet you a bunch of people did not know this. Any vehicles created from January moving forward will automatically have a kill switch in your car where they can actually turn your car off when they want to. They doing it in the name of to slow down or slow the curb of drunk driving accidents. But if that was the case, why put that in everybody's cars? It have motion sensor steering wheels. It can cut off if you driving recklessly, whether you drunk or not. It can detect whether you got a blood alcohol level of this or that. How? Through data, sensory. You driving the steering wheel. This stuff is getting sick. You can't deny that you don't see this. Congress made this happen. People have been trying to object this bill, but it's dead in the water. The bill is the bill. Every vehicle from 2026 January moving forward will automatically have a government kill switch. Not just any kill switch, but a government kill switch. Why? Why? Let's keep going. Okay, I need y'all to go look up something called Flock. Because now the federal law enforcement access your Ring doorbell videos. If they want to spy on your neighbor, if they want to, tap into your Ring camera, see what you got going on, what kind of activity. All in the name of we are monitoring for crimes. Why is the government getting involved in all of this stuff? Because y'all think I'm crazy when I come on here and tell y'all the government. They have 32 bills in Congress that will silence our freedom of speech on these social media platforms. 32 bills that take away our First Amendment rights, which is a freedom of speech. You criticize the government, you don't say something that's in a favor towards any people that they favor, then you lose access to speak and communicate and gather with people. Why is the government doing this? Federal law enforcement access your Ring doorbell videos. Here are the details and your options. Right now you can opt out. Soon you will not be able to. With new Ring partnership, you can still limit access to your Ring videos or choose other products that give you complete control. These things that everybody got tied to their phone, connected to their phone, streaming data, from your phone, which you have a camera on your phone when you take it into your house, they get it inside and outside. Okay? I want y'all to go look it up. It's called Flock. F-L-O-K. I think that's what it is. Let me check the next. Here we go. Federal law enforcement, along with local police, can access Ring camera footage through legal request, warrants, or emergency scenarios. Through partnership with over 2,000 police departments and Flock, F-L-O-C-K, safety, law enforcement can request user-shared video to track individuals. While Ring permits users to decline sharing, they can provide data without your consent in an emergency. And then it goes on to tell you how the government can access your data. Warrants and subpoenas, emergency requests in case involving immediate danger. Ring may provide footage to law enforcement without your consent or without a warrant. Neighbors app requests. Police can use the community request feature in the Neighbor app to ask users to share their footage. Why is the government doing this? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because I've been told y'all, all of this is a setup. If we don't think this oil deal is a big deal, then peep game. Hundreds of petrol stations across Australia runs out of fuel as Labor Inc. supply deal with Singapore. Energy Minister Chris Bowen say we're a long way from further action like fuel rationing, despite shortages. So they putting that out there. We got fuel. We're gonna shut down the petrol stations, but if we don't get a cap on this, they don't open up this Strait of Hormuz, we can't buy oil. We will have to rationalize fuel. This is unheard of. Unheard of. Okay? More than 100 Victorian petrol stations confirmed to have run out of fuel as prices surge across the state. Okay? They have run out of diesel as prices surge across the state. The Guardian. India waiting for days. India feels the impact of gas supply chain disruption amid Iran conflict. People are struggling to cook, and businesses bear brunt as closure of Strait Hormuz slows imports of liquefied petroleum gas. This is globally happening and affecting the whole entire world. Vietnam braces for flight cuts from April after China, Thailand banned jet fuel exports. China in on it, by the way. Okay? This is affecting everybody globally. Prepare yourself. Iran war ignites African race to keep gas pumps flowing. Adding to the grim outlook are the scores of shut down refineries from Mombasa and Lusaka to Durban. They can't even keep their refineries open. Shut down in three, I don't know if you call them states over in Africa, but 3 different locations. What soaring diesel costs amid war with Iran mean for our meat, our vegetables, and our fruit prices? Y'all ready for this? The only way that you're going to stay afloat is you're going to have to definitely have you some more income coming in, friend. You're going to definitely have to have something coming in rapidly that you don't got to go work another job for or get a new job that you don't got to wait weeks for. You definitely going to need something you can make money when you sleep, when you not sleep, while you at work, while you're not at work. You're going to definitely need to make more money and make your money continue to multiply. Hold on. Okay. Soaring diesel costs due to the Iran conflicts are expected to significantly raise grocery bills, specifically for fresh produce and meat, by inflating transportation and production expenses. As diesel powers the global supply chain, high shipping costs combined with increased fertilizer prices will likely lead to higher costs for staples like beef, chicken, and fresh pork. I'm telling you, cousins, you can't ignore this. You can't say you didn't know. You cannot ignore this. Okay? This is what they rolling out. They want you to work from home. Drive more slowly to save energy. The IEA, the International Energy Agency, is telling everybody in the world we have to ensure that we use these strict measures to keep people from moving. Don't drive unless you have to. Do you know what that will do to the American economy? Oh, my Lord, have mercy on our soul. Yeah. With energy prices still high due to the conflict in the Gulf, governments around the world are being urged to reduce driving speed limits and encouraging more work from home. Perfect way to put a lockdown in place. The IEA has suggested 10 measures to reduce the amount of energy being consumed across the world, covering travel, home, and work habits. They're going to halt the days you can drive. You want to go see moms or pops or your buddies, your friends, go to the gym? Nope. Not happening. Energy lockdowns are coming, family. If you thought that word was bad, that's nothing compared to the energy lockdowns that is now being pushed. The International Energy Agency now wants alternating license plate restrictions, among other things, where you're not allowed to be on the road on certain days. They also want to reduce all road speed limits everywhere so that traveling by road is increasingly suffocating and slow. You already know there's going to be a traffic jam. It's going to make people not want it. Man, I got to deal with this. It took me 3 hours to get, 2 blocks up the road. And then it covers, the 10 recommendations that I just gave you. Car-free Sundays are alternating license plates, a bunch of rubbish. But this is what they doing. Okay? Here was the rest of them. Adopt more efficient driving practices, electric vehicles, smoother acceleration and braking to save fuel. Like I said, car-free Sundays are alternating license plate restrictions, rotation schemes to limit overall vehicle use, improve fleet efficiency, businesses and government to fast track more fuel efficient vehicle deployment. Let me tell y'all something. You can go get a government contract right now for finding an electric vehicle dealership and saying, hey, the government needs 100 of these. Will you be able to fulfill the order? Yeah, I can. Okay, how much would 100 of these electric vehicles be? They give me a number, 1.5 million. I'll tell the government it's 2.5 million, including my time. But I'm going to deliver you 100 electronic vehicles. Because it's the narrative they pushing. I ain't made no vehicle, manufacture no vehicle. I ain't got to deliver no vehicle. I got to make sure it gets delivered, but I ain't got to deliver not one vehicle. And I just made me $1 million. And that's probably like in the course of 2 to 3 months. Take the time for you to find them, make sure they all can be shipped, and then have the contract completed within 3 months for $1 million. Y'all is missing out. While they playing games, you can play right with them. If you positioned yourself the right way. Now, all of a sudden, they want government officials and everybody to have electric vehicles. I guarantee you there's $1 trillion contract. I guarantee you 100%. I guarantee you now everything is going to be electric. Okay? Avoid non-essential air travel. Don't fly. A reduction of around 40% of flights taken for work purposes is feasible in the short term while maintaining productivity. Stop flying, stop traveling. This is bananas. This is to restrict movement, to confine people. Switch to electric or modern cooking solutions. Barbecue grill. Electric, burners. Those things you can go buy from Walmart. Okay. Deep fryers. Well, those take oil, but some of those don't. They don't require no oil. So more modern cooking solutions. Encouraging electric cooking and other modern options can reduce reliance on oil. Leverage flexibility in petrochemical feedstocks. What kind of oil you going to receive moving forward? Industry can help free up LPG for essential uses while reducing oil consumption through quick operational improvements. In countries where LPG supplies are under pressure, facilities may be able to switch from LPG to alternative feedstock such as naphtha. What is that? Let me keep going because I only got a little time to be here with y'all. Okay? This is what I've been showing y'all, the EIA. Flight costs are expected to increase significantly due to a combination of high demand, rising jet fuel prices, and limited seat capacity. It is taking 4 to 5 hours in some of these airports. You want to catch a flight, be there 12 hours ahead of time or miss your flight. And they are not refunding missed flights at this present crisis. Everything is going up except your money. Everything is going up except your money. Y'all don't see this? You don't even need a magnifying glass to see this. They are restricting travel. Flights will keep getting more expensive and harder to find. Here's how much worse it can get. Summer airfare has already jumped 19% as uncertainty around oil prices persist. People ain't going to be able to fly in or out, do business. It's terrible. Okay? And because they don't have, enough TSA workers, all those workers quit after 5 weeks of not getting paid. They brought in ICE, and now they bringing in the National Guard. I mean, you talking about the perfect catastrophe, the perfect setup, you looking right at it. You got the National Guard and ICE, Custom Border Patrol up inside of the airports. Okay. Here's the kicker, though. All these federal workers then took off because they ain't been paid. But now you can go take a course, y'all, to become a traffic controller with no experience. Are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, you handling the highest level of security in our skies. You monitoring the sky highway. And you could take a course. If y'all want to go get a job, You can. They pay you real well. But who would trust your life in the hands of a person who took in a course and got hired? Okay. I want to show you, and I'm just going to leave this here. Just like that. I want y'all to look at every round circle on the map. I'll flip it around and show y'all as well. Every red circle is where there has been some type of demand for reducing, oil costs, oil flow, etc. Reducing energy. Because oil powers our air conditioners and our heaters. You will not be able to use certain energy. Hey, you're using too much Wi-Fi today. Hey, you've used your usage for the week. In 1 week, your stuff will reset. Come on. Are you going to have to pay a lot of money? Italy, China, Russia. I don't know who them three kingdoms is in the middle, but United Kingdom, USA. This is terrible. Okay. I don't think I have any more receipts. I might do, but let's see. I'm just going to go back to this chart again. Okay. You go look this up. This is a 10-point system where everything will be connected to digital identity. I have been preaching to the choir. One of the things that's on the digital ID 2030 agenda is travel and mobility movement. To book trips, to go through border control between countries or regions, to be able to drive. All of these things communicate, healthcare, financial services, food, and sustainability. All of these things will be connected to this 10-point digital identity. That's where we're really going with this stuff. That's where we're really going. And that is why we need to be doing something. Okay. I got a couple opportunities. I ain't mentioned these at all for a very long while. Since everything going digital, they want you to work from home. You need to have something that you can sell digitally. Something that you can sell digitally without you having to package it, ship it, deal with disgruntled customers, take inventory of it, any of that. I can literally say I want to buy that, and you can literally just send it to my email, and I can instantly get access. Boom, transaction done. They going on about their business happy. You going on about your business happy. They want to raise gas up. At least you have a sale coming in every day. 5 sales coming in. 10 sales, as many as you want. Now you have something that you can sell without trading your time or your selling yourself for the paycheck and waiting 2 weeks to get the paycheck. By that time, your bills are stacked up. No, you can literally take advantage of your own economy, of your own financial forecast, whether you'll be able to afford it or not. Now is the time for us to take advantage of that. It's not on them, it's on us. So I'm going to bring out some low ticket opportunities. You on this live? Snatch them up. Snatch them up, cousin. Okay? Because I done already took these off, put them in the vault. But this is urgent. So I'm bringing them out. Take advantage of them. Everything I'm offering, you can sell it. That's how you're going to make money. You apply it to your life, you turn around and you sell it. That's how you're going to make money in this digital space. Okay? I'm going to go back to this other photo and just leave this on the screen. My girl Melanie on YouTube, y'all make sure y'all go check her out. She's always sharing good information. And not just good information for you to be like, no, this one's, hey, look, y'all, she's another watchman. She's another watchman. And I love that she loves, humanity enough to warn. All right, very first thing, I just talked to you guys about the government contracts for the electronic vehicles. If you can go and rent them from what is it called, Enterprise, from Hertz, from Avis Rental Car, hey, you guys got the ability to rent me 100 electronic vehicles every single month. Yeah, we do. So you can go that route. It's called the middleman method in government contracts and get you a very big bag. The government needs you to go and rent them for them, or go to an auction for them and buy them, or go to a dealership, and purchase them. They will pay you really well to do so. So I have my government contracting, Gov Money, how to get started, where to find the money at, how to get it right from your backyard. Police is going to need them. Police got a contract for you. City Hall got a contract for you. Universities got a contract for you. Parks and Recreation got a contract for you. Everybody in your city got a contract. And clearly, I just showed you that they are looking for electronic vehicles. You can go from nothing to something instantaneously. I'm going to give you both government contracts, 1.0, which is all about government contracting. There's some funding plays, a lot of information, over 4+ hours worth of straight information. How to register in SAMs, how to find the money, what they looking for, how to be structured properly, whole 9 yards, how to go find the money in your city, how to get non-bids so you ain't got to bid on nothing, how to get something called a purchase order, okay? How to get, something called a solicitation, where it's just a one-time deal. We got 10,000 we can spend every day. Can you go get us 5-pound bags of ice every day, Monday through Friday, for $10,000 a month? Absolutely. And then the next month, hey, you want to get that again? Yeah, because this is not a contract. They can spend up to 50,000 in a day. So if they got to use one government card, 10K, this government card, 10K, they are able to do that. So the government contract 1.0 is everything about government contracting. Government contract 2.0 is everything about disaster and emergency relief contracts. Right now we in war. So because they needed these electronic vehicles, they will pay you more for a time of crisis than you would regularly if everything was just straight and cool. Both of these workshops combined will set you up real proper. We went through everything step by step. I gave you game that I don't give freely on the internet. You can get both of those today for $97. Both of them. Also, 6-figure dispatching. I don't care what they do with oil and what they do with petrol. Them trucks gonna still have to keep moving. Them airplanes gonna still have to keep moving. They might increase the price, but they gonna have to keep moving in order for us to remain a country. The supply chain thrives off of diesels, transporters, F-250 box trucks, ships, planes, trains. This is how we get things to us, in and out. So being a dispatcher for them, especially when these loads are about to be very, very lucrative. I'm going to show you guys some loads here soon. 4,500, 5,500. That's just one load. You get that going and then turn around and get another one for 4,500, 5,500 coming back. You just did a $10,000 bag in the transportation space. If you book that load and you got $10,000 for that driver, just going and coming back, that's $1,000 payout for you. Just for you securing or booking the load. Say you got 3 drivers you are dispatching for. That could be a $3,000 day. So my husband is doing the 6-figure dispatching for $47. If you don't catch it, you just ain't gonna get it. Okay? If you don't catch it, you just ain't gonna get it. It's gonna go back to $97. Sorry, has to be this way, but it is. These are online opportunities. As long as you see this video playing, broadcasting live, you have, hey, make your payment. Okay? Make your payment. Make sure you include your email so that, and that's the payment information where you can make your payment. All my contact information, all that good stuff. Okay? Right there, just placed on the screen right above the ticker that is going across. $47 for the 6-figure dispatching. I got the wealth bundle. Everything to fix your credit. Go find and access money where your credit does not even have to be used. How to do credit card stacking. How to go get you a big bag, using multiple credit cards. How to repair your credit if it's bad. How to start you some business credit. Okay? Just with an EIN. Don't even need an LLC. Start building. How to go get you some funding. Digital products. Okay? Whole bunch of stuff. It's a wealth bundle. And the reason why it is a wealth bundle is because everything that you need to repair your credit, leverage your credit, trade lines is in there. Okay? If you need to boost your credit, everything you need. You want to start Airbnb. You want to host Turo. They also got, some corporate contracts. It's not government contracting, but it is corporate contracting. Got some information how you can be the middleman and get paid to just connect the two. It is fully loaded. You can get that wealth bundle for $97. I bet you it's the best $97 you can ever invest. It's the best $97 you can ever invest. And the things that I'm selling you, the government contracting, resell it. How I send it to you is how you send it to them. Set up you a payment processing platform, start selling it right away. 6-figure dispatching, sell it. The wealth bundle, sell it. Same way I send it to you, you're going to need the money. You're going to need the extra income. Trust and believe. I'm going to say within the next week, 2 weeks, people are going to be feeling the pain. You need to be moving like Rapid Ralph, literally. Are you not going to survive this one? Okay. I have a craft of currency workshop where I literally show you how to make $10,000 every single month with AI. How to build websites and apps for people. Okay. I show you all of that. How to stay behind the scenes. You ain't ready for, getting on camera and all of that stuff. You don't got to. You don't have to. You can build these things out in the background. Literally. Okay. I have a client, and let me show y'all something. Let me demonstrate real quick. I'll go back to that. Let's see if my stuff ready over here. I'm going to come over here real quick. I'm going to go to the transcript. I want to make sure that I can download this. All right, okay. This is how we writing books in a day. This is how we writing books in a day. Get my client on a call, record the call, come and transcribe everything that was on that call. That's how we writing books. Okay. All I gotta do now. Hold on 1 second. Let me go down here to the bottom. Everything there, everything there, everything there, everything there. This is a long one, okay? It's about an hour long, but it tells you and identify who was the speakers. It tells you all of that. So now that I'm done, I can listen to it if I want to. I can edit it, go in there and put words that was probably something that I didn't mean, or maybe I wanted to sound more like me. I can do that, okay? And then they give you an overall general overview, right? But the reason why I pulled this up, let me see, copy link. I wanted to try to download. Hold on 1 second. I want to get the transcript. Let's see if I can get the transcript. Yep. Show speaker's name, show timestamp. Combine paragraphs of the same speaker. Combine all paragraphs. All right. So now I'm just going to hit export on that. Okay. It's going to export to me. So now all I got to do is really just go and upload it to another system. But this is how I write books for my clients. Okay. Whether it's an ebook, whether it's a full, storybook, I write books for my clients. You can write books for clients and charge no lesser than, and I said no lesser than, to write a book, a memoir, fiction, nonfiction, it doesn't matter. No lesser than $2,500. Because you're going to write it once for them using AI, and they're going to get paid for it forever. Even after they die, the books still make sales. As long as people are still buying them, as long as people are still interested, they're going to make sales. Okay. Exporting in ChatGPT. Okay. Ask AI chat. Continue to export. Okay. All right. So I got that one. Then I'm going to come back. And so I can export another one. Here we go, right here. Click on this one. And then I just want y'all to just see something real quick, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to export this one. And then boom, okay? I'm going to stop the share there because I want y'all to see something. I am going to share on another platform. How are we going to bring this all to life? Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and add these photos real quick. Okay, I'm going to do that first. Actually, I'm going to add these recordings. That's what needs to be added. And then I'm going to add these photos. And let's watch ChatGPT do its thing. Literally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. Okay. So now I just hit open. I'm going to upload and add all the photos. And these are the transcripts. Okay. Once they finish loading, now I'm just going to hit send. This is the power of AI, this whole digital stuff. That's why it's very, very important. Okay. Here go the whole edited book version. Okay. It done wrote the book. Okay. It's writing it. Excuse me. Formatting it. Whole 9 yards. Chapter today, everything changed. Chapter, the encounter that changed the life. Chapter. Oops, here go another one. Went too fast. Her legacy. This is writing the whole entire book. Okay. Where your photos go. Most important for book flow. Opening pages, early chapters, emotional next step important. Upload the second transcript and almost merge both into one smooth manuscript. Break into full chapters, add transitions. Prepare it for final PDF book format. This book is ready to go. You can become a ghostwriter and write people's books for them and charge them no lesser than $5,000. No lesser. Create websites, social media platform, no lesser than $5,000 to write somebody's book, because you can create them a workbook to go along with the book. You can create them a journal to go along with the book. Okay. You can create them a coaching program to go along with the book, a community to go along with the book. So you don't charge no lesser than $5,000. Honestly, $2,500 is showing them love. Okay, but in Craft the Currency, you get to learn so many different ways to make you $10,000 every single month. I will give you that whole entire workshop for $97. Okay. I got the 24-hour hard inquiry removal. If you have hard inquiries on your credit report, it could be killing your score. Okay. Anywhere from 20 to 50 points from just having hard inquiries. That could be all you need to get into the 600 club or get into the 700 club, is just to have the hard inquiries removed. Okay. I have that 24-hour hard inquiry removal. They will be removed in 24 hours or less. Okay. You can get that for $47. I guess I'm going to say government contracting, you would put a 1 if you wanted that. 6-figure dispatching, you would put a 2. Okay, I said that you can have government contracting 1.0 and 2.0, especially with them wanting to buy all these electronic vehicles, these electric vehicles, since they getting ready to come with this whole lockdown stuff. You can actually go get you a government contract that'll set you up real right, $1 million contract that'll set you up real right without even having to bid on it. Just because you took action and you structure yourself the right way, they will give you the contract. Why? It's a war. It's an emergency right now. So that's why. Okay, the money increases when there is a war. So instead of you putting all this money into the economy, go get it right back from the government from the people that's, you feel me? Go get it right back, literally. So you would put 3 for the wealth bundle. That's everything to fix your credit, fix other people's credit, find free money, find money that don't take a credit check. Everything you need is in there. How to start Airbnb, how to start Turo, how to start a virtual call center, how to go do uh, credit card stacking, funding stacking. Okay, what sequence to go in? Go get 150,000 from these 3 banks. Okay, give you everything you need that will produce and create real wealth. And these are steps you can take and definitely see yourself winning by taking these steps. Okay. Um, so I have the wealth bundle, you put a 3, craft the currency, you would put a 4. That's why I talk about you making $10,000 a month religiously. If gas is $10 and meat and vegetables and food is about to go sky high and energy, you need to make your money multiply. If your money ain't enough right now, you got to get it to start multiplying and making you some money, baby, so you have enough to keep up with just your basic necessities. Okay? Um 24-hour heart inquiry removal, you would put a 5 in the chat if you wanted that. Medical Courier, they are paying a lot of money. If you just got a vehicle and you are a medical courier, you can get a contract on that. Now, I'm not talking about a contract from the government. I'm talking about somebody who got the contract from the government that's willing to pay you to do the work. That might be, hey, go pick up these cleaners and go take it to Billionaire Bob up right there, at the top of the hill. You're going to do that 2 or 3 times a week. And we're going to pay you $3,000 every single week to make sure his clothes is picked up. Hey, go to this hospital and pick up them blankets and take them over there to, this laundromat where they wash their blankets at. And we'll pay you $2,700 a week to do that. Medical Courier is where it's at. It's where you can use your vehicle that don't got no kill switch in it. You feel me? So the Medical Courier list, I have a list over 150 different apps where you can go to some of these top dogs right now, okay? And get in this Medical Courier game and eat it up. This is like a DoorDash on steroids. This is not a job. This is you determining, hey, I'm going to use my vehicle to turn it into a stream instead of leaving it as a bill. Okay, so I got the Medical Courier list. It is over 150 apps, the top apps that you want to be plugged into all over the United States that pay the biggest. Okay, you can get the list of the apps for $47. But if you want to take your game up to another notch and you want to learn how to do $2,000 a day, I have the $2,000 a day or $2,000 a week, however you want to do it. I got that play. It tell you exactly which apps to go to, what they paying, okay, how to stack that thing so that you are working smarter and not harder. You basically ain't doing it but driving. But you can make $2,500 in a day if you follow the blueprint, the framework, because we didn't did it and we continue to do it, right? So you will get both of those, that list of the apps and the $2,500 a day play for $97. I have 7,500 digital done for you digital products. Now people are buying journals like never before. People are afraid. They wanted to journal a lot, whether that's money management journal, how to track my finances, how to save, okay, my expenses. It doesn't matter. Tracking my sugar, watching my calories, tracking how many times I breastfeed my baby. These are hot right now. They're digital products that you can actually buy from me right now and turn around and have a business to sell. It's 7,500 done for you digital products. You can sell it one by one, or you can sell it as a bundle like I'm going to sell it to you for $97. Just think, you sell a whole 7,500 done for you digital products to 5 people, one person a day. It's $500 a week. Okay, that's $2,000 a month extra that you didn't have. That will help you with gas. That will help you with energy. That will help you with food. Since they about to start locking us down and restricting usage because of soaring prices, I just showed you every single thing. Now, more than ever, you need extra money, period, or you will not survive. So I have the 7,500 done for you digital products, $97. Okay. If you're going to be at the house, might as well learn how to, you know, mix and mingle. You can start you a faceless Instagram, faceless, uh, what do you call it? Facebook, a faceless page. It could be something as simple as a quote, a motivational quote page, and start making $3,000 a month from posting engaging content, faceless. Just complete pictures, motivational, hey, just daily quotes with Dr. T. And now I get engagement, people coming to look at these quotes, commenting on these quotes, or whatever the case, and I'm making $3,000 a week doing that. Okay. Um, Let me see if there's anything else. I'll close with this. The land bank workshop. You're gonna definitely need to have you some land, brothers and sisters. If you don't get nothing else, get you some land. I don't care if it's a quarter of an acre. It doesn't matter if it's 0.16 of an acre. Get you some land. Okay? Little birdie, they finna stop selling land. We got to get this stuff in haste. Because what's finna happen now is everything's finna be tokenized, which means you will never ever have any type of ownership or action at any type of ownership ever again. Meaning, if you go buy a house and I want that same house, I can buy 10% of your house. Somebody else come along, 3 other people say, I want to stake in that house, 15%. Yeah, you make money, but you don't own nothing. You don't own your own vehicle. You can't go buy land. Everything will be tokenized. I showed y'all Larry Fink saying that. I showed y'all that on the last line, which means everybody can have access, to your assets. Your assets are no longer your assets anymore. Let me see if I can find that. Now more than ever, this is not a scare tactic to make you buy something. This is a warning call. I didn't even get to these 3,200 ships out there stuck. I wanted y'all to see that, but let me go up here. Hold on. And Mr. Trump said, who cares if the prices inflate? You can deal with that for just a little bit. He won't even tell you how long. Let me see where he at. Where BlackRock CEO. Where he at? Where he at? Here you go. Okay. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink declares tokenization of all assets. And as you can see on this photo, it got real estate, it got Bitcoin, it got energy, of all assets. You will own nothing and be happy. That's the name of their game. Right now, while you still got opportunity to get yourself in a better position. I don't care if you was able to just run up a $5,000 bag. It will put you in a better position than what you are in now. I'm going to let you guys go. Any questions for me? Instagram fam, I know you can't see the information that I just said. If they, I was sharing on the screen over here. They wanted to take advantage of any of the opportunities. If you are interested in any of the opportunities, what you can simply do is go ahead and DM me. Any of those opportunities that I mentioned, I will honor it because you can't see the information. Just go ahead and DM me, okay? That being said, you already know your girl is already on her way out of here. Told you I was going to be short, sweet, straight to the beat. I kept my word, okay? Until the next time, remember, stay in peace so you don't end up in pieces. And the only way to not end up in pieces is to prepare now, not tomorrow, now. Do something today. Your tomorrow gonna be so proud that you did. All right, I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Go with God, and God will always go with you.